Who did you not at all trust, even though you had to work with them?
The Israelis.
You didn't trust them?
Not as far as I could throw them. We don't allow the Israelis into CIA headquarters because they would always come with gifts, and the gifts had always listening devices packed inside them. And, you know, somebody brings you a gift, you x-ray it. It's the normal process. And we're like, you guys can't keep coming back here every single time trying to bug our conference rooms. So no more. So,
and was it easy to x-ray and see that they had bugs in them?
Yeah.
What percentage of the time did gifts have bugs in them?
100%.
Be quiet.
No, seriously.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely not. I wish I was.
100% of the time they brought gifts that had bugs in them.
Yeah. And we're like, okay, no more. You can't come on campus anymore. We had a safe house in Virginia, and we would meet with them there. So I'm one of like 8 analysts at the time. So, you know, the political analyst, the econ analyst, the oil analyst, the military analyst, they all take their turns. And it comes to me. And because I was overt at the time, I used my true name. So I said, my name is John Kiriakou, and I'm going to brief you today on Saddam Hussein's state of mind. And the Mossad guy, his glasses were like this. And he says, spell your name? So I spell it. And then in front of all my colleagues, he says to me, you are Jewish? And I said, I am not recruitable. I am not recruitable. Don't even think about it. I was so furious that he was ready to cold pitch me right there in front of all my colleagues. Like, let's have lunch afterwards. Like, get out of here, moron. Try to recruit me in front of everybody.
What percentage of guys you work with didn't trust Mossad?
100%. I'll give you another example. So when I went on a tour to Bahrain, the guy I sat next to at headquarters and his wife went on a tour to Jerusalem. They were declared to the Israelis. So the Israelis knew that they were CIA officers, and they went to Jerusalem for a 2-year assignment. So when they arrived, the chief took them to Mossad and said, you already know them, but now they're going to be here for 2 years. She's going to work on Palestinian issues, and he's going to take Arabic classes at the university. Easy. So they're there for a few weeks. The ambassador has a welcome party for them, and they go back to their house after the party, and all the living room furniture had been rearranged while they were gone. And they're like, okay, the Israelis break into the house. We get it. It's your country. All right. You don't have to be jerks about it. That December, they go to a Christmas party at the ambassador's residence. And when they get back to the house, people had taken shits in all their toilets and left it unflushed.
What?
Yeah. Why? It's just an intimidation thing. They do their 2 years there. The ambassador has a going away party for them. They drive back home, and when they get home, the dog is whimpering under the dining room table. Somebody had cut his tail off and wrapped it in gauze and medical tape. Like, why? So when this happens, and it happens all the time, we have to go to the Israelis and say, stop harassing our people. And they're like, okay. And then they stop for a year or two, and then they start doing it again.
Didn't France help Israel get nuked? Or what's the relationship between France and nukes?
That's the rumor, yeah. The rumor is it was the French and the South Africans
that worked with them.
Yes.
So, okay. So do you trust Russia's intel agency more than you trust Israel?
No, I don't trust either one of them. I will say that both of them are outstanding services, but I think the Israelis are probably the best in the world.
And is that an element of how dirty they are, or is that an element of envy that they're actually better than us in intel?
It's a combination of the two. You know, after I left the Senate, the CIA, I went to the private sector for a few years, and then I went to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. I was the senior investigator, and I was on the job for like 3 days. And these two lobbyists come to the office, and this would happen all the time. These guys were from AIPAC. Congratulations on your new position. I said, oh, thank you very much. We would like to offer you an all-expenses-paid trip to the Holy Land. I said, oh, thanks. No, not for me, but I appreciate it. well, we're taking a large group of people and we're going to take you to all the Christian sites. I said, thank you. I can pay for my own vacations. I'm not interested. And, I'd always heard that they did things like that because they want to get you right off the bat. But so public and obvious and blatant about it.
Guess what? I wish we would do that.
And we should
I wish Christians would do that. I wish America would do that. I wish we were in the same way proud to indoctrinate our kids to be proud to be Americans, as proud as they are to be Israelis.
And that's an extension of soft power. It works.
You know who else does that? Muslims do that.
Yeah, very much.
They're very good at indoctrinating and getting the mindset. Yes. They shape the mindset so well. America's gotten so soft in shaping a mindset because of how divided they are.
Let those remaining hostages go home.
Today, the Security Council, the 10 non-permanent members proposed a Security Council resolution that includes the calling for two things: the immediate and permanent cessation of hostilities, cessation of the genocide, the mass murder, destruction, permanent ceasefire, and the release of all hostages. We go for that. You think Netanyahu will accept it? And read my lips, the US will veto this. They are not interested, peers. This isn't about the hostages. Ask the families of the hostages. They are only taking all this as a pretext, including the hostages. They saw in that an opportunity to annihilate Gaza. This is Israel's DNA, peers. Israel's DNA, since it was established, is to annihilate us wherever we are. And guess what?
I hear you.
It is happening in the West Bank.
I hear you, but let me
50,000 people have been displaced from Jenin and
I hear
Tulkarem.
you.
It's happening.
And I think
not just in Gaza.
by the
You're
way,
discussing with me Hamas. Hamas is not in the West Bank.
I know. I'm about to tell you that I think the announcement only last week of the expansion of 22 new settlements in the West Bank was completely outrageous and shameful and illegal, and Israel should not be doing this.
Now, the Israeli public, I tell them, what kind of future you want? And this isn't about Netanyahu. I was reading Haaretz only a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. There was an opinion poll that shocked the core of me, shocked every bone.
I know the one you're talking about.
Sent shockwaves in my bones.
The majority of people in Israel think that the Palestinians should be removed from Gaza. Is that the one?
Yes.
83. I was shocked.
83%.
Yeah, I found that shocking.
83% of a society wants to annihilate another society. It's very scary for them before us. For them before us. It's important that we take responsibility.
I don't disagree with you.
Of mistakes we do.
Yes.
Okay?
I don't disagree.
Many mistakes has been committed by mainstream media.
Yeah.
And this is a time when we see the dial is shifting. And it is important that we keep on, not because it's too much, because many are saying too much Palestinians have been killed. No, because it's wrong. Because if one Palestinian is killed, it is wrong, illegal, and criminal, regardless of the numbers. So let's keep on that journey, my friend.
Ambassador, it's good to see you. Please come back again. Let's keep this dialogue going. I want to be a force for good in this debate, as I think I've tried to be from the start of this war. I want to carry on that process. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry, Gaza. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so sorry that we failed you. I'm sorry that there's over 1 million people. Over half of them women and children and babies are starving. They're fucking starving. A level 5 famine. The only thing next is 1 million dead bodies and nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything. I hope those responsible for wiping out an entire people, I hope you suffer the worst fucking suffering. I really, really fucking hope you suffer. I'm so sorry, Gaza.
Use the megaphone. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
כשעליתי היום להר, ברור היה לי שהראשונים להבין שכאן כבר ניצחנו את המלחמה, אלו הוואקף המוסלמי. תראו איזה שקט, תראו איזה רוגע. עם ישראל, כשהוא פועל בטהרה ובקדושה ומשתחווה אפיים ארץ, כשהוא רואה אותנו, האויב שלנו, כשהוא רואה אותנו ככה, בפישוט ידיים ורגליים, צלם, כשהוא רואה יהודי ככה, בהר הבית, הוא מבין דבר פשוט, זה של היהודים. ואם זה של היהודים, כל הארץ של היהודים, כל ארץ ישראל מקופלת מתחת למקום הזה. במשך שנים על גבי שנים אמרו לנו, אתם העולים להר, תבעירו את המזרח התיכון, ושימו לב מה שקורה. ככל שעולים יותר יהודים להר, ככל שהאחיזה של עם ישראל בהר גוברת, בתפילה, בקול רם, בהשתחוויה, בשירה, בריקודים, המצב בהר, וכל מי שעלה להר ב30 השנים האחרונות יכול להעיד, שהמצב בהר נהיה הרבה יותר רגוע. כאשר אנחנו אומרים, עלו נעלה ויכול נוכל, אז תראו מה קורה. לא חבית חומר נפץ, ולא נפוצץ את כל המזרח התיכון. כשעליתי היום להר, ברור היה לי שהראשונים להבין שכאן כבר ניצחנו את המלחמה, אלו הוואקף המוסלמי.